Hey everybody, it's Ginny Jester of City Mystic, and this is the first actual time that I've had to sit down and begin my video diary for the City Mystic Paris deck, which I promised in the card of the day. So thanks for being here and checking it out, and I'm just going to share on this series what it's like to be putting this together, because it seems, I don't know how it seems actually to the outside world, but I imagine if I was watching someone else's like YouTube channel or Facebook feed, I would be like, oh my god, this is so amazing, or this is so glamorous. This person is traveling the world, and like I mean, it is, but there are very real challenges, and I don't know. I mean, I go through my own emotional roller coaster about it. So, I wanted to just share with you about what it's like, what it feels like, what our plans are. We're doing some things. We're keeping some things the same as we did with City Mystic New York, and we're doing some things different to fit the vibe of City Mystic Paris. And when we did New York, we didn't have the funds to shoot with film. I pretty much haven't been able to afford to shoot with film since I studied photography and learned how to work in a darkroom, like, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago. So it'll be cool because this time we actually have some funds for film, and I found a dark room that I'll be able to work in and develop and print all on my own, which is really, really cool. I didn't even know darkrooms still existed, community darkrooms. So I thought I'd take some time to just show you my photographic roots. Like, I dug out an old box of my prints from when I was in college, when I was studying photography, and dug out some old negatives and my old camera. And, the camera is really what I'm bringing with me to shoot City Mystic New York. It's exactly the same. And the look is still, it's funny looking back on old stuff, because the look is like, it's evolved over time, but it's what I want. It's grainy, it's contrasty, and I'll save the words and show you, because they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. So I'm going to shut up and let's take a look at the equipment and some old black and white photography that maybe we'll bring in some elements of in City Mystic Paris. Let's start at the beginning. I found these tonight, which was really cool. This is one of the hand-developed, hand-printed slides that I did. So you can see, like, even this was, I think I did this when I was like 16 or 17. So whenever this is from, I mean, I was always really interested in the city. This is all San Francisco in a building actually on Market Street. I'm sure it's not that interesting to you, but I've always been interested in like really graphically inclined photography. I mean, here's the final product of one of those shots you see. This was a light and shadow project. I mean, pretty simple stuff. So, I mean, when we're doing Paris, Izzy is always making noise in the background. I'm definitely wanting to bring in some of this grainy black and white photography style that I've really loved. This one's a bit messy, so there's like all this stuff. It's still like, it never got its final rinse from the developing room because I was in high school when I did this and I was lazy, but I'm not lazy anymore, thank goodness. But I did, I like doing series on architecture. This was actually this piece and this piece. I did a series on the cemeteries of Colma, which is like the largest necropolis on the west coast, I think. So it was really interesting, and it was really close to where I lived growing up. Anyway, I won't bore you with details, but I mean, it was really cool to find those, because I haven't looked at prints from actual proper film photography in years. And speaking of which, I'm really excited because I still have the original camera that I shot it all on. It's a little Ricoh with a really nice Dakota lens, I mean, it's just really, it's totally analog. It's got even a broken little winder here. But I love this camera. It's been super good to me. I've gotten so many shots, like in storms, on the beach. It's super durable. So I'm excited to bring that. And also, I have shot with this camera, but I have never developed a single roll of film that I've shot with it. But I'm excited to use this for Paris as well. I'm going to do some test shoots in San Francisco before we actually go to Paris, and probably bring it to New York with me to get some film there when we go for the Reader Studio in April. But I'm excited to give this little baby a shot. Also very old school, low key, very analog 35mm film. I was going to bring an old school box camera, but you know, it's just not going to be cost effective or time effective because it's about $1 a shot when you narrow down the film, and I can't find enough places throughout the day to be in complete darkness to change this film like I would have to be in order to not destroy or develop the film before even taking shots with it, because you've got to like open the whole box, you've got to unroll a huge amount of film, you've got to lace it in. It's a huge deal. So it just doesn't make sense for me to do the box camera at this time, unfortunately. But that's okay. I'm really excited about doing some different speeds of black and white, 35mm, like T-Max 200, T-Max 800 film, 400 maybe. Yeah, so, I mean, we're getting really excited. We still haven't purchased, today's what, March 1st. We haven't yet purchased flight tickets, but that's the next thing on our list to do. And we're looking at staying at an Airbnb in Paris to kind of save money because it is going to be a costly trip. And we're looking at going for 10 days to shoot pretty much, you know, when we do these, we're on foot at least 10 hours a day, on average more like 15, sometimes we push it to 18, to just get like the most wonderful shots that we can of a city and to really be kind of almost manically involved in a city and reading its energy and its core and like putting ourselves aside. So I'm really looking forward to that because right now I'm feeling very, very trapped in like daily life and details and, you know, driving from here to there and paying this bill, etc. So I'm very much looking forward to doing City Mystic Paris, going out to shoot it and then put it together. It's such a magical experience. And I know the last time we put together City Mystic New York, like every card we worked on, we experienced something in our lives to show us the flavor of that card while we were working on it. So it'll be a cool magical experience. So I'm going to hightail it. That's all I had to share with you for the opening of this trip. I'm sure there will be times when you see me very disheveled and very forlorn, and other times you'll see me very excited and ready to go, and that's part of the roller coaster ride that is doing something like this, especially like on our own, super indie. We're paying with our tax returns for the trips to shoot City Mystic New York and City Mystic Paris, so you know, it's all on a shoestring. We're just like everybody else. We have kids, we have a house, we have responsibilities, we've got car stuff. We have to deal with life too. So in the midst of all of that, we're going to go make this magical deck and just really trust the universe to give us what we need to make it happen. So, all right, guys. Well, take care. And if you have a cool project you're working on or some cool photography that you want to share or, you know, thoughts or questions, whatever, leave them in the comments, and I'd be glad to answer them next time and do a little video diary about City Mystic Paris. So I'm going to go. You guys take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.